The interminable voyage from the old world is finally over, and the relentless seasickness has at last slackened its grip. You inhale deeply and let the warm sea breeze fill your senses. The cries of gulls fill the air, alongside the chatter of folk on the bustling docks. Your heart quickens with anticipation as you take that first decisive step off the gangway. The new world awaits. But before you're free to embrace this new chapter in your life, there's the customs officer to deal with. A young man in an ill-fitting uniform presides, papers strewn before him on the wooden tabletop. With an air of long-practiced indifference, he begins to read from a crumpled form.
Good day to you, sir or madam. Let me be the first to welcome you to the new world. A place without poverty, hunger, or war. A place where everyone can achieve their dreams, etc., etc. You can become anyone you wish in the new world. A warrior, a magician, the president. Together we can make this the perfect home for everyone. A place where anything... Please, pass me your documents and join the line. We are happy to welcome another human to the new world. People like you adapt quickly and are always in demand for every type of work. You'll find lots of opportunity here. Please step forward for a customs check. You need to make sure you're not carrying anything illegal. Surface inspection indicates the new arrival is not a magical being, has no visible signs of corruption, and no evident symptoms of the Iron Plague. Nor do I observe any kind of smoke, magical glow, unusual light refraction, or other manifestations of illegal or unregistered magical artifact. Looks like we're done here. Head on through, and good luck in the new world. Don't break the law and don't join any magical terrorist organizations. Have a good day. Feeling lucky, folks? Place your bets on Michael Mortensen. Odds are 5-1 against.
You're certain that fellow holding the Crimson Arrow sign just announced the very person you're supposed to meet on the docks.
Damn, that brawl was a real cracker. Up until your grand entrance, that is. My sniffer feels like a plate of mashed taters now, and I'm not loving it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're here, but you could have chosen a less no-stumping moment, huh? I've been watching for your arrival. And not just for the past few hours, I'll tell you that. Your ship was delayed, and I've been waiting for days. So to pass the time, I thought, why not have a little fun and pocket some coin along the way? Boxing, my friend, is as straight up as it gets. And when it comes to honest money, it's easy picking. All right, it seems we got off to a bit of a rocky start. Let's wipe the slate clean. Mr. Simon told me a little bit about you. Now it's time I introduce myself. Name's Michael Mortensen, but mostly folks call me Mick Rosie. I work for Mr. Simon, managing his business affairs now and then. And you? Well met indeed. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. In the new world, everyone's got a debt hanging over their head. Me, for example, I have to get you to Mr. Simon. But there's a snag. I took a beating, and now I owe Ernie. Ernie's the bloke with the purse and the trusty notebook. Don't take this the wrong way, mate. Not holding a grudge or anything, but I got knocked out because of you. It's a bit of a tangled tale, but now it's you who's got a debt to settle with Ernie. We're not going anywhere until that's taken care of. Follow me? Enough talk. Time for action. Get your hands on that cash, and we'll be on our way. I have to admit that I'm a bit disappointed. I had a notion that we would be pals. Take a look at that checkpoint over there. You won't get through it without my help. Don't let me down completely, buddy. Listen here, mate. You owe Ernie a hefty sum, and Mr. Simon's been waiting for you for 4 long days. Every hour that ticks by adds to your tab with Mr. Simon. Trust me, being in his debt is no walk in the park. So get your ass in gear and find that dough. You're in the port, buddy. To make a few dollars, you can try your luck with some portside gamblers, indulge in a bit of pickpocketing, or maybe just rummage through a few bags, the usual routine. If you're feeling adventurous and want to reel in a bigger catch, have a chat with Ernie and consider stepping into the ring with Grotria the Crusher. But I'll be straight with you. He's a tough nut to crack. Splendid. We can go now. By the way, where's your suitcase? Mr. Simon said you would have one. Didn't you pick it up yet? Right. Let's head over there. I'll follow you.
A police officer in a flashy tech outfit stands on the stoop, engaged in a quiet tete-a-tete with a man. For some reason, this piques Mick's interest.
Listen up, partner. I gotta sort a little something out with Jimmy. But I'll be back in 2 shakes, don't you worry. Yeah, I did. But I'll be quick, partner, I swear. That bastard owes me a debt. Taking care of this little errand is gonna put me in better shape. And that's gonna benefit you and Mr. Simon. I had a feeling we were gonna get along. Hey, Jimmy, my man.
The cop startles at Mick's exclamation, his countenance darkening as he looks up at the imposing giant. It's abundantly clear that he's less than thrilled by Mick's appearance.
What do you want, Mortensen?
Jimmy, you owe me a little something. And since I'm in the neighborhood, I thought I'd cash in.
The policeman's face grows another shade darker as he forces a smile onto his face.
Yeah, I think we need to have a little one-on-one off the record.
The policeman nods pointedly in your direction. The policeman's eyes are darting about, and he's breathing in harsh gasps.
Ha! My partner likes getting down to brass tacks. Knew we were on the same page, buddy.
Without ever taking his eyes off the policeman's, Mick wordlessly extends an open hand. Jimmy hesitates, but only briefly, his gaze snapping from the towering giant to you, then back again. Finally, he lets out a long, reluctant sigh and drops the mysterious package into Mick's massive palm.
Damn it, Mortensen. Here, take it. Gag on it, bastard.
Mick grins with satisfaction.
And keep this between you and me, all right? Not a word to another living soul.
I understand. I'm not a kid in short pants, you know. Hold on a sec. There's something I've got to take care of.
Mick carefully unwraps the parcel to reveal a tiny heap of crystalline powder. It shimmers with different colors in the sunlight.
Awesome. I'd have never made it through the mines without it. I was popping every single day. The work was that brutal. Thankfully, one of them flying critters was a friend of mine.
Mick expertly snorts up a dose of orphan, and a blissful grin takes over his face.
Oh. Feel like giving it a shot? It'll toughen you up.
Orphan is a potent drug which amps up your strength and reactions, but leads to a painful aftermath later. Moreover, it's highly addictive.
You've got no idea what you're passing up, pal.
This dwarf is openly weeping, anguish etched on his face. He's surrounded by drained wine bottles, each a testament to his despair. As you draw closer, a noxious but familiar odor wafts over you, the acrid tang of rot gut, the cheapest of sport. Totally plastered, the dwarf is wallowing in his misery.
Stop bothering me! Damn it! What do you want? Your bags? Nobody cared a fig about Finley McClatchy as long as everything was working. Nobody! Only when it all broke down did they start going, Finley, can you help me with my suitcase? Finley, can you find my purse? What do you want? Let me guess. Is it luggage? I just bet you want some fucking luggage. It's like this. Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III arrived in town 2 days ago. He's a famous theater director. There's been a shutdown at the station, and Mr. Parisi was invited to entertain any new arrivals until it's sorted out. I wanted to be an actor my whole life! Whoop. To be so adored that whenever people saw me, they would smile. You know what I mean? So this was the chance of a lifetime for me! But he just grabbed his suitcase and walked on by, didn't even glance in my direction. I'm so plain. I wasn't worth the least bit of his attention. Oh my God, I'm such a fool. I should have thought of that. How could I ever think poorly of Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III? Oh, thank you so much.
You catch the sounds of a heated argument in the square, where a well-dressed dandy is shouting at a syndicate agent. Looks like things are about to get physical.
This is unthinkable! Absolutely not! I'm not going to do it! Your edits are a mockery of the performing arts.
Richard, it seems you misunderstood me.
Whoa, 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 not so fast, fella. It's Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III to you! That's Parisi with an E!
No, of course. But you're deeply mistaken if you think we're asking your opinion on this. The head of the Eastern Syndicate must see the correct version of this play, the one we know he will enjoy. We've already made all the necessary changes. We hired you to direct this performance, and you will do what we tell you to do. Period.
Oh, this is positively scandalous! You're making me dizzy. I think I'm going to faint.
That's the end of this conversation. I trust we understand each other now.
Oh, my vision is going blurry! And my legs, they're failing me! Oh, I'm going to pass out!
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III closes his eyes and dramatically flops to the ground. The syndicate envoy bends over and discreetly places a folder full of papers in the director's hands. Then, after spitting disdainfully to one side, he departs, leaving the director to his feigned unconsciousness. As you watch, the director's right eye opens the merest crack, followed by the left, each lid rising cautiously. His gaze fixes upon you for a moment.
That imbecile is gone, right? The goddamn ass-licker. He's going to pay for trying to force his gibberish on me. A douchebag who's never even had a manicure. Can you believe it?
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III, in his characteristically nonchalant fashion, fans himself with a thick folder, yet his gaze remains locked on Mick.
Ah, Mickey, a radiant Rosie. And who's this you've got tagging along? I'm running a smidge low on those little pick-me-ups, like. But give me 2 sunrises and we'll be flying high again.
Richard, can't you ever keep your trap shut? That's got nothing to do with our business right now. Got it?
Oh, I see. What do you want? Assistant? I thought the world was going to end before you finally showed up. Where the heck have you been? No, don't answer that. I don't care. The whole place is going to hell. The local branch of the Syndicate wants to make changes to my script to please their big boss, the head of the Eastern Syndicate. My script of my play. They want to murder my entire artistic aesthetic with their propaganda. Moreover, there's no way the actors can learn new lines in such a short time. Especially these actors. Have you seen them around, by the way?
Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III wrings his hands nervously, but when his gaze returns to you, his eyes come to a sharp focus.
Why are you still standing here? Why aren't you racing around solving my problems and carrying out my orders? Can't you see? They're all drunkards! I will never, I repeat, never work with a provincial troupe ever again. It's almost showtime, but I don't see them getting ready backstage. They're probably wandering around someplace in a daze. Find them. Here's a list with all their names. Damn it! Bring him here. Yes, of course. We don't have a budget for extra expenses, but I'll give you something out of my own pocket. Fantastic! Now move, move, move! We're running out of time. you're back! Have you solved my problems yet? What took you so long? There's only minutes left until the show starts and the actors aren't ready! There wasn't any time for them to study the Syndicate's nightmare script. This is going to be a disaster. I'm picturing it already. My Violet forgetting her lines in front of everyone. Listen, you're my last hope. I need you to work as our prompter. I'm sure you can distinguish between my masterpiece and the Syndicate's disgusting propaganda.
Well, this has got to be your magnum opus.
Did you say something, Giant? Go to the prompter's booth and get to work. And hurry up! Hey, hello there, fiery gentlemen and divine ladies. Welcome to the exclusive, incredible, and ultra-modern New World. I hope your trip here was as magical as my new hairstyle. Yes, I heard about those few small bumps you faced along the way, but that's all in the past. It's time to move forward into the future. Now, hold on tight, my friends, because the real star is about to appear. The boss of the gigantic Eastern Syndicate, the incomparable Wayne Zindo! Take the microphone, Director Zindo, please.
Welcome, newcomers, to our land. A land that lives and breathes freedom. At this point, I would normally be handing you a glass of wine while we all relax and have a nice chat, but today's circumstances call for a little improvisation. As you may have guessed, we've had a small problem with transportation. The train to New Ark has been delayed, but don't worry. Letta Jean and her team are already addressing this unpleasant issue. And when our system-wide automation is complete, such inconveniences will be nothing but a memory. You'll reach New Ark eventually, and I guarantee it will be all the more thrilling for the wait. In the interim, the Syndicate has prepared a special gift for you. A drama arranged by New Ark's acclaimed stage director, Richard Maxwell Gracefield Parisi III. Mr. Gracefield Parisi and his troupe will put on a performance of The Broken Heart of the Enchanted Beast. I hope you enjoy it as much as I know I will.
You've got the play's script in hand, though not a single line has managed to evade the conspicuous scrawl of a red pen. Zindo's underlings have revised the entire text, transforming the director's vision into an extended series of advertisements. Worse, the actors haven't had time to commit these revisions to memory. Now you must step into the spotlight and guide everyone through the tsunami of altered text. But first, you must decide whether to stick to the original script or navigate the Syndicate's adaptation.
Today, you will witness a love story unfold and a vicious trap sprung, all in a sea of blood. Let this be a warning for any who dare bridge the gap between technology and magic.
Nerio, dear Nerio, this love's a snare, for magic and technology clash and flare. They're realms apart, they shan't entwine. A warning clear for your heart's design.
My sweetest violets, defy this decree. Magic smites thy world's knots to me.
Oh, Nerio, the Weaver's darkest blight. Their reckless magic turned day to night. We must respect the laws and ne'er sway, or risk they'll lead us far astray.
Herald, mark my words, thou shalt see. Great power from the rifts mine shall be. Weaver's gifts, I'll claim them all. My might and magic, they shall enthrall.
Nerio, beware! This path is fraught with peril and darkness. Heed the thought! Heed the thought! Such great power you can't control. It shall consume thy very soul.
My dear Gerald, thy fears I will ignore. I crave this magic and I must have more. And Violet's my heart's desire. Her love and power shall all conspire.
Violet! Fair Violet! I know her well. Her heart is in science, not some spell. To woo her with magic would be a ruse, and such dark intentions she must refuse. Young hearts entangled in this perilous strife, a clash of realms portends doom in life. Their destinies entwined in dark dismay, a balance lost, hearts led astray.
Nerio, dear Nerio, we must now part ways, for magic's darkness obscures your gaze. The laws decree, in sorrow we must part. A love so pure, fallen to blackest art.
No, Violet! You can't break free, it's clear. My soul is bound to dark magic. My dear.
Oh, Nerio! Your transformation's too extreme. An abhorred mage, a nightmarish gleam. We can't bridge the gap betwixt realms so vast. For magic and tech allied can't last.
Beware of magic, upright and fair. It tempts and beguiles, but can't truly care. Love or friendship with a mage are bare. In the blink of an eye, mage turns nightmare.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, bless your heart, soul.
That wasn't my script.
Merci beaucoup.
Damned artists!
Hey, watch the threads. Hey, let go of me. Hey, get your hands up. Do you know who I am? Hey, let me.